moment. Good morning. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Coming back with big news. I am moving in about a week and a half. We only have a couple of boxes packed so far, none of which I have been the one to pack. Honestly, we have lived in this same building since we moved to Dallas 4 years ago, which feels so surreal to say. I cannot believe it's been 4 years. I do not have words for how grateful I am for the experiences that I've had here. Promise I won't get too sappy. I know I always do, but I just have to say the same piece that I always say about my home. I am so proud of myself. My biggest dream has always been creating a home for myself that is safe and makes other people that I love feel welcome. And I truly feel like I have accomplished that, and I feel confident in my ability to replicate that elsewhere. I've really honed in on my hosting this year. My community is much more vibrant than I think I ever imagined it could be. There is just so much to be proud of in that regard. I've done so much work in therapy. I've had the same therapist also since I arrived in Dallas 4 years ago. I got really lucky. I met her and we've been like this ever since. I've really challenged myself to combat my social anxiety. Shout out to my meds. Honestly, I've really created a routine that works for me, but that I've also learned to be flexible with, because life is just not always the same. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. I say all of that to say that I am so grateful I experienced living in a pretty high rise in my 20s and having that experience, because that was such a bucket list experience for me. We had such an incredible experience here. Honestly, maintenance has been amazing. The building is beautiful. We're so close to so many things. It's been really safe. And at the same time, I do feel ready to move forward into another chapter. Our next place has so much space. It's obviously still in Dallas, so I'm not moving out of Dallas, but it has so much more space and is in a fun new little location that I can't wait to explore. That's what my partner's most excited about, is all the restaurants that are around it. It's a better commute for work. It's all the things. It's all the things, and I hope that it's everything we need. I also would be lying if I said I wasn't really looking forward to throwing a housewarming party. I am who I am. What can I say? I was less active on here last year than I have been in all of the years prior, really. I think that that's just because I've had a reluctance to posting, and I've been listening to myself, and I think that that is growth. I've said it a million times, but this channel is for me, and just because there's things that aren't posted on it doesn't mean that I haven't vlogged. I have so many vlogs that I could backdate, and I'm really looking forward to just having those for the rest of my life. Actually, Happy New Year. It's January 11th. I just went home for about 2 weeks, celebrated my niece's birthday, sister's birthday, Christmas Eve, New Year's. Got to spend New Year's with my best friend for the first time since, like, I think we didn't even get to spend it together in high school. I got to meet all of the people in her world that she loves so much, and that was so special. Yeah, I turned 26 in November. This was the first year that I actually didn't post a birthday vlog, which I almost forced myself to do just for the sake of keeping that tradition alive on here. But the truth is that while it was a beautiful birthday and I did have so much fun, I was also struggling at the time, and I'm still struggling. And I think that's also why this move is coming at a really good time, when I'm ready to transition and I'm ready to kind of move through this grief that I've been experiencing. I went on my dream road trip last year through Yellowstone and Grand Teton, which I actually can't believe I'm saying out loud. Like, I can't believe we were there. I thumbed through the memories in my brain and I'm like, whoa, these are actually memories from me being there. Like, I was there. These aren't pictures that I saw on Pinterest. I was there. I have so much beautiful footage that maybe I'll put together and share as like a memory vlog one day. But I have this weird reluctance right now to look at it and do anything with it. I think maybe because when I see those videos, I'm like, this is how life is supposed to be. Why am I coming back to the city and going to work 5 days a week? Anyway, I'm like, let me just fill you in on everything that's happened in the last 6 months of my life. I am about to hit a year at a job that I really like. Never thought I would say that. My business is still going. It's still going. I'm not gonna say it's going strong, but it's going. I am with the same incredible partner that I've been with for the last 7 years. How lucky are we to be transitioning into another life phase together? I have my annual review on Tuesday. I'm kind of nervous, but anyway, I'm gonna be bringing you through my move over the next couple weeks. We're gonna pack, we're gonna go through the motions. Our move out date here is exactly the same as our move in date there, so it's gonna be a tight window, but we're gonna make it work. We've done worse. Fun fact, when we moved here from California, we did not start packing until the night before. We were up all night, and then we had to leave some things behind because they literally didn't fit in the U-Haul. So all things are possible. By all accounts, we're doing better. The new Emily Henry movie just came out, and I wish I would have had the foresight to read People We Meet on Vacation again because it's been years since I've read it. I do remember really liking the chemistry between the both of them and like the depiction of the longing during the phases when they weren't talking because it just felt so accurate, so painfully accurate. But I'm really excited to watch it because I've heard so many good things. It's fun. Can't imagine how Emily Henry feels like creating this whole world in her brain and then watching it on a screen. Like she probably never could have imagined that she would be here. Or maybe she did. But anyway, I'm gonna throw that on and pack my first box, which is actually a suitcase full of my books on this bookshelf, which is very fitting. I mean, they are my most prized possessions. So thank you for listening to me yap. I'm looking at the time on here. Oh my God, it's been a long time. Thank you for listening to me yap. It's nice to do this again. Hopefully this makes it online, and let's do a move. So we are actually getting our keys 2 days early and we're here to pick them up. And we're actually seeing the place for the first time today. We have an idea of what it looks like. We know the finishings, we've seen videos, but we've never actually been in it. So this is a big moment and it feels very unceremonious actually. It's just like the middle of a Saturday at 3 p.m. and it's super gloomy out and yeah, that's the way I feel about a lot of things lately. Like when we signed our lease for this place, it was just a random Tuesday on my lunch break and then I went back to work. So many things about growing up are just unceremonious, and that's kind of bittersweet. Anyway, leave it to me to make this moment emotional. We're getting our keys. Also, I have you down here because we're parked in front of the leasing office and I'm embarrassed for them to see me filming, but I'm here. I should be looking at you more. I'm just awkward. Quickly. We're currently picking up some coffee and breakfast. We spent the morning getting some more packing done and then we're about to go pick up our U-Haul truck and then things are really getting started. We haven't decided if we're gonna spend one more night in our current apartment or if we're just gonna hop right into our new place. I think it depends on A, how sentimental we feel, and B, how much we actually get done today. But maybe I'm being a little over ambitious, but I honestly think today's gonna go pretty smoothly. We don't really have that much stuff. We're only moving from a 1-bedroom apartment. So I will keep you posted on how that goes. I'm gonna try my very best to get footage today, but I know it's gonna be very chaotic. And I'm still getting in the swing of vlogging again in a YouTube format, not just like a self-diary format. Anyway, it's moving time! Big things are happening. Let's get it done.
Since it doesn't get any easier, just hard enough to manage. Don't waste your time, fast forward.
Okay, let's unload.
Good things take time. Once the race is over, there's no finish line to run to.
Well, this is it. A time was had. So many memories were made. He is terrified. He's like, I don't know what on earth is going on right now. This is the bedroom where I never slept. Yeah. Hey, girl. This is the kitchen where I had many dance parties of one and crafted a lot of little cocktails. My huge sink full of dishes that were never done, honestly. A look behind the veil. Over there, we have the Mavericks practicing facility, the arena, reunion tower. There's Harwood Arms. Over there is Victory Park. This is what my pool looks like. The dart station. That's the Katy Trail, currently under construction. This is me. This is Roxy. Well, this is it, I guess. This is what I mean by things being so unceremonious. It's Monday, 2:48 p.m. and I'm moving out of the place where I lived for the last 3 years. Right? He also thinks that's crazy. But in the grand scheme of things and all the things happening in this big old city, this is really not a huge deal. It's a huge deal to me though. And I'm very, very grateful for the time I've had here. I don't want to talk about it too much because I will get overly sentimental, but I'm so grateful. I made so many memes. Our time was had. I'm over moving.
People don't see people.
first time today and went to a little cafe nearby for breakfast. It was really cute. One of our favorite things about the new place that we're at is how walkable the area is, and it was just really nice to get a little taste of that. It was super lively this morning. Now we're gonna go have a full day of exploring all the places. Lowe's, Marshalls, Home Goods, IKEA. There's a little Mexican, I don't even know what to call it, like warehouse marketplace that we're gonna check out that has a lot of like Talavera stuff, and I'm really hoping we find like a utensil holder and some really cute things like that. Just some nice touches for the apartment. We're actually dropping off our keys right now. That's where my partner is, and it feels surreal, but I also feel very, very ready for this step. The apartment is not ready. I did actually do a lot of unpacking yesterday, like more than I anticipated. We have like a whole stack of boxes in the corner full of flattened boxes, and I kind of like looked over and was like, I don't even know how I just did all of that. But we have a second bedroom in this apartment, and it is filled to the brim with all of our boxes and stuff. So finding something to wear this morning was a bit of a challenge, but that's okay. We ended up cozy. This is not my shirt, but that's okay. I'm just kind of trying to enjoy today. We never ever have a day off together in the middle of the week, so it's nice to just kind of take things slow today and have a little fun. Here we go. Onto the furnishing. We're braving the cold for a little coffee. All of the small businesses in Dallas have been posting about how it's super helpful for them if you're able to come spend some money there while they're shut down or having less business. So that's what we're gonna do. Very cold though. It's the wind that does you in. Yeah, I've slipped a couple times. It's okay. It's my little fit. So gorgeous in here, and this is really good. I feel like I'm the last person in Dallas to come to the Adelphis. I've never been here after 4 years. Hello. It's been over a month since we moved in, which has gone by so quickly, and I've been meaning to give you an update because I never did. But this has truly just been the busiest year of my life, I feel like, in a really good way, but just I feel like I haven't had any time to, well, I guess I haven't made time to sit down and catch you up. Last night was the first Friday that I stayed in, and I don't even know how long, and it was honestly kind of heavenly. My body was so resistant to get up this morning, I think just because it was like, wait. It was like, wait, we haven't had this in so long. But you're catching me in between two things. I just got back from a craft and yap hang this morning, and then I'm about to spend the rest of the day with one of my other friends. We're gonna do like a classic girls' day, get lunch, thrift, movies. We're seeing Wuthering Heights. Yes, we are. And I'm very excited, and I'm just feeling really good, and I figured my house is never gonna be ready. If I keep waiting for a moment when the conditions are ideal, it's just never gonna happen. So my house is a mess. Surprise, I live here, but I'm gonna show you a couple things that have developed since we moved in. We are moving really slowly with decorating this time, just because I think we've made the mistake in the past, not recently, but like with our first apartment, where we tried so hard to get it done so quickly, and we ended up with a bunch of like big box manufacturer stuff that we just ended up getting rid of. And I don't want this place to feel like that. I want this place to feel eclectic and cozy and welcoming, and that is gonna take time. And that is okay. So let me show you a couple updates, even though there's not many. My closet is kind of set up. I have all of my shoes in this bin still because I plan to get a little shoe rack that can go all the way up here. Who knows though? Honestly, thinking about spending any more money like stresses me out. Hello, sir. We got Eddie a little cat tree that he loves. His favorite area on here so far has been this, and this has been heaven for him because he's right by the window. You will notice that this is having to be tucked away because he thinks it's a punching bag. We've got his little heating pad, some of his toys. I really like this one because it's super interactive for him and it's very stable. I feel like his last one didn't make him feel very stable. It was kind of wobbly, and that matters. So I think his safe place is approved. I think he likes it. Yes? Good boy. Good boy. Oh my gosh, we've picked up some really cute glasses for the bar. my glowing pride and joy collection of cool little cups for the bar and just for anything really. These we thrifted at Genesis a few weeks ago, and I think this is my favorite thing in our entire kitchen. These are just so cool. I do love a lemon drop. I do love any kind of gin cocktail, so this is perfect. And then my partner actually found these. There's another one we have in green, and I really like them because they're heavy. So when I'm getting ready at the vanity and I'm waving my arms everywhere dancing, I don't have to worry about this like tipping over. These we also thrifted, I believe, and the reason we got these is because we also have some that are this exact same pattern from Oaxaca, but they're more like champagne flutes, and I'd like to believe that they were also made in Mexico and reunited here with us. So it's a love story. Our shelf is a work in progress. I don't know if that's gonna stay there, but we needed somewhere for the books, of course. Don't mind those. Those are my dying Valentine's Day flowers. Okay, and then there's not much to show you about the bedroom because we started using a new method where we actually only use it for rest and sleep and like low stimulation time, meaning Kindle or just talking to each other, cuddling with Roxy, stuff like that. And it has honestly been so heavenly. I've really enjoyed having carpet in the bedroom actually, which I didn't think would be the case, but it just levels up the cozy factor a million times. We have hardwood floor in the main areas, but then it's nice in the morning when I get out of bed and my feet just fall on this like little cloud of softness. It's nice because hardwood can be a shock when it's the middle of winter. And I don't know if it has anything to do with this place or that new method. We also got a mattress topper, but if you're new here, I have historically had very, very debilitating sleep issues and nightmares associated with my mental health stuff. And last night was actually the first night since we moved in that I had any nightmares, which is not fun, but it's definitely an improvement from how I was before, and I'm just so grateful to be sleeping, honestly. So I'm feeling good about that. Maybe my brain just needed like a new association. I was in the same apartment for 4 years, 3-4 years, so who knows? Also, what's so funny is that if you recall at our last place when I showed you kind of the behind the scenes from when we were moving out, they were doing a bunch of construction on our street because they're making the loop that connects the Katy Trail over to like Trinity Groves area. What are the odds that the week we move in here, they start doing construction on our street? Like they're actively banging away right now in the middle of Saturday. It's okay though. I guess it's a good thing because they're improving the street and sidewalk conditions, but I'm also like, damn. What does that say about us? What energy do we bring? Okay, I have to go, but it was nice catching up. I am gonna try to get this video up for you as soon as possible, and then I'm working on a super fun February vlog that's just like everything I've been up to. It's super chaotic. I'm not sure how I'm gonna put it together yet. And I don't think I told you guys this, but I finally upgraded my MacBook. I had the first MacBook that was ever made, and I loved her. She served me. I'm grateful for her. I'm actually giving her to someone else because she still works. But I finally upgraded to like one of the newest MacBook Pros, and it has been an insane experience, specifically on Final Cut. It's like a different universe. It like the editing experience is like way more efficient. I actually can't believe it. And if you'll recall, I think I mentioned briefly that my Canon G7X Mark II had broken. I looked into getting it repaired, but the thing about that is that Canon does their own repairs. So I would have to send it off to Canon for $400 to do a diagnostic test and then find out what's wrong with it and pay for that. So I was like, you know what, let's just get a new one. And I've been thinking about it for months because I'm like, oh, you have an iPhone, like, is that really necessary? But it is. I was at a concert the other day and I definitely felt the difference of like iPhone versus camera. So I thought about getting the Sony ZV-1, not the ZV-1F, but the ZV-1. And it was a strong contender, but honestly, the thing that just made me stay within the Canon family is that I already have the batteries, I already have the parts, and I like that the screen flips up instead of out. It makes a big difference, okay? It sounds like a small thing, but if it's what you've used for years. So I ordered the Canon G7X Mark III, and I cannot wait. It should be here by this time next week. So the first video you see filmed on that will probably be like my St. Patty's Day vlog, which St. Patty's Day is gonna be nuts, and I can't wait to share with you. Yeah, a lot of good things happening, a lot of good things coming, a lot to be grateful for. The grief is immense, but so is the joy. We're keeping it pushing. So I am gonna continue to make this little house a home, and I will see you soon.